The Google Play Store is filled with RPGs promising action, adventure, and unique battle systems, but not every game is worth your hard-earned cash. Let's take a look at 5 of the best RPGs you can pick up on Android. There's no shortage of Pokemon games on Android, from major titles like Pokemon Go till smaller, lesser-known entries like Magikarp Jump and Pokemon Quest. None of these games, unfortunately, recreate the experience of playing a mainline Pokemon game on the Game Boy or Nintendo DS, and while some mobile games like the Rick and Morty RPG Pocket Mortys have done a good enough job in filling that role, there's something to be said for collecting and battling with mythical creatures. To that extent, Eevee Rio is a success, an excellent game that works to recreate the magic of the 3rd generation Pokemon games Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Like in any Pokemon game, you start out as a young adventurer, gaining access to your very own Creo, a Pokemon-style creature. There's a full turn-based battle system, a 40-hour quest to embark on, and over 130 Creo to collect and level up. Outside of some issues with how the virtual D-pad works, Eevee Rio is a success, and a must-have RPG for Android. Yeast is one of the longest-running RPG series in history, with 8 mainline titles and a number of spin-offs and other successful entries in the series. The first 2 titles in the series have been ported and remade for dozens of systems over the past 30 years, before reaching Android in 2015 as Yeast Chronicles. Yeast 1 is a pioneer of the action RPG genre, a game that paved the way for titles like Secret of Mana and Kingdom Hearts. Like all Yeast games, you take up the role of Adol, an adventurer who finds himself on a mission to help the world of Asteria, a world filled with villages taken over by monsters and foes. The game features a unique combat system, full controller support, and one of the best original RPG soundtracks on Android. Newcomers to Yeast looking to start at the beginning of the series will find Yeast Chronicles to be an incredible entry in the JRPG genre. An adaptation of the award-winning adventure books by Steve Jackson, Sorcery is as close to a real-life choose-your-own-adventure book as you'll find on Android. A cross between a tabletop board game and a text adventure, Sorcery invites you into the world of Evilland, where you pick up the role of a hero destined to retrieve the Crown of Kings, an artifact stolen by the evil Archmage of Mampang Fortress. The game takes the form of a novel, writing itself as you travel, communicate, and fight with bandits, guards, and other creatures in the world of Evilland. Beautiful illustrations and a gorgeous original soundtrack help to paint the picture of your journey as you attempt to make your way through the plains and hills surrounding your hometown. 3 sequels to Sorcery conclude the tale. Evilland isn't just a celebration of everything that makes RPGs fantastic, it's also a great RPG in its own right. An exploration of everything that led to the modern RPG as we know today, Evilland begins as an 8-bit Zelda clone, with everything but the basics stripped out. You can move left and right, but the world is void of color, monsters, and even a story, leaving you just a young boy lost in the woods. As you explore the world of Evilland, you unlock every piece of an RPG you could ever want. Before long, the world has built into a sprawling land filled with NPCs, homages to classic games like Final Fantasy and Zelda, and dozens of secrets just waiting to be found. Evilland is a game built for anyone looking to experience a great mobile RPG, but those who have a deep love of the genre will find plenty of humor, secrets, and references buried within the game. There's no shortage of Final Fantasy games on Android, from premium ports to free-to-play entries, but one of the best Final Fantasy games on Android happens to be outside both categories. Final Fantasy XV Pocket Edition is a mobile demake of the last mainline Final Fantasy title designed from the ground up for smartphones and tablets. Though the game tells the same basic story originally told in Final Fantasy XV, the game is streamlined and features new graphics and gameplay for mobile devices. Just as we saw with the original game, Pocket Edition opens as Noctis and his friends are sent forth on a quest given to Noctis by his father. When your car breaks down outside a desert, you're forced to begin hunting some monsters for cash to pay for repairs. Combat is simplified here with an auto attack option, but the game still features side quests, cooking, and all sorts of conversations between the in-game characters. The game offers the first chapter for free, but you'll have to pay $20 to unlock the entire game. That wraps up our list of the top 5 RPGs on Android. Make sure to subscribe to TechJunkie so you don't miss an update, and check out these other videos you might be interested in.